3 races in, Ducati is struggling, Aprilia is leading, and the entire grid has reshuffled itself. Here's everything happening as MotoGP heads into Europe. Aprilia has emerged as the standout performer of this early season, while Ducati, the team that dominated for 4 straight years, finds itself in completely unfamiliar territory. Pol Espargaro, KTM test rider and DAZN presenter, had a clear explanation. Ducati has been restricted for 4 years under the concession regulations. Engine modifications, aerodynamic development all heavily limited. While Aprilia and KTM were free to improve their machines, Ducati had their hands tied, and now those restrictions are showing their true cost. But Pol's message was simple: don't write Ducati off. Wait until 2027, when every manufacturer starts from zero. That's when we'll know if this is a real crisis, or just the consequence of years of being handcuffed. KTM, meanwhile, is making serious noise. Pedro Acosta even led the championship at one point this season, a massive statement for the Austrian manufacturer. They've improved the bike's handling and aerodynamic balance, though top speed on the straights remains a work in progress. And when asked if anyone could replace Acosta if he left, Pol didn't hesitate. Pedro is unique. Losing him wouldn't just hurt results, it would hurt the entire direction of the factory. While the current season plays out, Ducati is already building the future. Michel Pirro was at Misano this week testing the Desmosedici GP27, the new 850cc machine for 2027. Less power, fewer aerodynamic elements, a completely different philosophy. The reset has already begun. Now let's talk about Johann Zarco, because his Le Mans victory from 2025 is still making waves nearly a year later. Zarco was at the official Canal Plus presentation of the 2026 French Grand Prix, and he opened up about what that win truly means to him. People from all over the world, regardless of nationality, still come up to him and tell him how incredible that moment was. He called it pure luck, almost asking himself why it happened to him. And here's the detail that really hits. During the race itself, Zarco felt nothing. He was locked in, fully focused. The emotion came later. On a plane after the British Grand Prix, heading to Japan, watching footage from Team Zarco roughly 15 days after the victory, that's when it finally hit him. His parents were there at Le Mans that day. Will they return this year for superstitious reasons? No. But Zarco admitted, having them there when everything came together made it something truly special. He also spoke about a breakthrough moment in Austin. After crashing early in the weekend, he came back with zero pressure and posted the second best race time. He said Austin taught him that through concentration and precision, hitting the right gesture at the right moment, enormous doors can open. The cancelled Qatar race gave him extra time to work with his mental coach and chase that feeling again. His target for the season is top 5, and after Austin, you can see exactly why he believes it. And finally, the story's shaking the paddock right now. Marco Melandri recently made a bold claim about Marc Márquez. He said he sees Márquez riding in such an unnatural way that he believes the reigning champion wants to win the title and then retire. Aprilia test rider Lorenzo Savadori disagreed, arguing Márquez clearly wants to keep racing and winning. Meanwhile, Márquez's contract renewal with official Ducati remains unsigned, reportedly because teams are pressuring Liberty Media over economic terms for the next 5 years. That contract situation has a direct knock-on effect for Nicolo Bulega. The Superbike Championship leader wants MotoGP next season, but the doors at Ducati have closed. The official team is locked in with Márquez and Acosta. Gresini is prioritizing Enea Bastianini's return, so where does Bulega go? Aprilia Trackhouse. Following Io Gura's departure to Yamaha, the seat is open, and Davide Brivio is actively searching for a high-level rider. Bulega is a strong candidate. He has extensive experience with Pirelli tires, which become MotoGP's sole supplier from 2027, and he's already involved in developing the 850cc Desmosedici. That knowledge is valuable to any team on the grid. Ducati remains his priority, but the market is moving fast, and right now, Trackhouse is his best shot. That's the full picture as MotoGP heads into Europe. The hierarchy has shifted. The silly season is already heating up, and 2027 is reshaping decisions being made right now. Subscribe and stay tuned, because this season is only getting started.